studied all the pictures in magazines and books. I memorized the subway map too. It's 1 block north to Macy's and 2 to Brothers Brooks. Manhattan, I prepared for you. You certainly are different than what they have back home, where nothing's over 3 stories high, and no one's in a hurry or wants to roam. But I do, though they wonder why. They said I would soon be good and lonely. They said I would sing the homesick blues. But I always have this ticket in my pocket, a ticket home in my pocket, to do with as I choose. Burn the bridge, bet the store, baby's coming home no more, not for the life of me. Break the lock, post my bail, done my time, I'm out of jail, not for the life of me. A life that's gotta be more than a one-light town where the light is always red. Gotta be more than an old ghost town where the ghost ain't even dead. Clap your hands just because don't you know that where I am ain't where I was, not for the life of me. You see, I gotta be more than a country wife making babies till I croak. Gotta be more than the leading role in a farmer's daughter's joke. Days of yore, kind and gentle, ask me if I'm sentimental, not for the life of me. But oh, not for the life of, not for the life of, not for the life of me.
There are those, I suppose, think we're mad, Heaven knows the world has gone to rack and to ruin.
What we think is chic, unique, and quite adorable. They think it's honest, sodom, and
The fact is, everything today is thoroughly modern.
check your personality,
Everything today makes yesterday slow.
better face reality.
It's not insanity, it's just Vanity Fair. In fact, it's stylish to raise your skirts and bob your hair. Have you seen the way they kiss in the movies?
Isn't it delectable?
Painting lips and pencil lining your brow.
Now it's quite respectable.
Goodbye, goody girl, I'm changing in how.
So beat the drums, 'cause here comes the really modern Millie now. What we think is chic, unique, and quite adorable. They think it's odd and sodom and memorable. But the fact is, everything today is thoroughly modern.
Bands are getting jazzier.
Everything today is starting to go. Cars are getting snazzier. Men say it's criminal what women will do. What they're forgetting is this is 1922.
Watch where
man
you're
stole my
going, why
purse!
don't ya?
That man stole
Learn
my
to share the
purse!
sidewalk with the rest of us.
My purse is gone.
And?
My hat, my scarf, my shoe.
They took your shoe?
While I was wearing it. 10 minutes in this town and I have my New York horror story.
Honey, you're my New York horror story.
But it's every penny I have.
Listen, I feel for you. I really do. But you see, girls like you arrive here every day, so full of hopes and dreams, you might as well be sleepwalking. And now that you're awake, why not ask yourself? 'Cause New York is great, but the cost of living is high, and I'm not talking cash. And I can't help but think if I was in your shoe, should I make a beeline back to Keokuk or Gopherville?
Salina, Kansas. And who are you, the unwelcome wagon?
So let me get this straight. You knock me flat on my back, make me late with this sweet little blonde, still and all, my good deed of the decade.
If this is a good deed, I'd hate to see a bad one, because you're really not helping.
I'm trying to, by telling you the way it is. Listen, do you have any friends or family?
No, but...
And you don't have a job?
Well, no, but...
No buts. You ain't got nothing. I said I was gonna help you, didn't I?
The Hotel Priscilla.
It's a rooming house for young actresses. Check yourself in, get a good night's sleep. In the morning, wire home for some money. Your parents will be all but too glad. You'll be lying in your bed saying to yourself, "Why, I had my big adventure, but I sure am glad to be back in my own bed."
They said I would sing the homesick blues. Granny dear, mother mine, old and gray at 29. Calloused hands, broken heart, dreams that die before you start. I ain't got nothing. So I ain't got nothing to lose. Who needs a hat? Who needs a purse? And who needs you, Mr. Whoever you are? 'Cause I'm a pioneer woman, pal. The Werewolf Building, the MetLife Tower. There's gold in them there hills, and I'm gonna get it or die trying. Days of yore, kind and gentle. Ask me if I'm sentimental. Not for the life of me, but oh, not for the life of, not for the life of, not for the life of me.
The bridge back to shore, baby's coming home no more. Not for the life of me. A life that's gotta be more than one light town where the light is always red. Gotta be more than an old ghost town where the ghost ain't even dead. Clap your hands just because where I am ain't where I was. Not for the life of me, but of you. Not for the life of, not for the life of me.
Girl, can you believe Old Man Harris wouldn't even audition for Davis Kaufman play?
Read him right, and you read for the role. I long to be like you.
Me too. A little lived in. Girls, have y'all seen the Daily Graphic? Manhattan's most eligible bachelors. No, y'all, the headline, white slavery.
Innocent girls forced into lives of licentiousness
Licentiousness and degradation.
It's no joke. They're shipped to the Orient where they're sold as streetwalkers.
Well, that's one way to meet a man.
Good night.
Ethel's right. This is creepy. Listen. Dozens are believed to be missing, mostly orphans, whose sudden disappearance often goes unnoticed.
So sad to be all alone in the world. Not that any of you need to worry. What with your big, warm family?
But Mrs. Mears, you gotta read this.
No, Ethel, you gotta read this. It's a telegram for you. Maybe you ran it a roll. Ruthie, emergency from home. Harris? Gloria? Rita? Louise? Koa? Lucille? Millie? Millie Dillmount? Where is she?
Pounding the pavement.
Who knew an office job was harder to land than a part in the show? With early bird every day.
With no worm to show for it.
And the rest of you? Why, I still recall how an unknown then Helen Hayes rose with the Luster.
Don't worry, Muzzy. We'll make you proud.
What is it, Ethel? Not bad news?
Good night, my Uncle Si.
Miss Ethel Pease, Hotel Priscilla. Leggett to inform you. Stop. Glade, Uncle Cyrus killed. Stop. In freak, thrashing, accident. Stop. What a way to go. Well, my condolences to your family.
What family? My parents died when I was a baby.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
No brothers, no sisters.
Cousins? Aunts? Anyone to keep tabs on you?
Just me and my Uncle Si in the middle of nowhere.
So sad to be all alone in the world. Step into my office for a soothing cup of green tea. One of the mysteries of the Orient. By the time you finish, you'll be ready for a long nap. Hello, Buddha. Butterfly here. Got one for you. A Southern Belle your customers will want a ring. $400. Cash only. What's there to think about? This is a limited time offer only, so order now. That a boy, Buddha.
Mearsy?
Coming, dear.
Mearsy, it's me, Millie. Hello, Mearsy.
Authorized person only. Now am I lent?
I don't have it yet.
We say today at noon.
But I finally found a boss that meets all my requirements. They said they called today. I bet that's them.
Hotel Priscilla, how may I help you? What's that? Millie Dimmow? Job? Ooh, I'd be delighted to tell her. Bye. You didn't get the job. I give you 2 minutes to pack your things and you out on the street.
But Mearsy.
It's Mrs. Mears to you.
But the other girls call you Mearsy.
The other girls are paid in full. You had 1 week on credit and time. I'm out.
Excuse me, I'd like to inquire after the room for rent.
What are you, listening at the door? Even an ambulance chaser waits for the siren.
The sign says vacancy.
Well, don't believe everything you read.
May I please see the concierge?
Well, I don't know what that is. But this hotel doesn't got it.
Oh, goodness.
Trust me, you don't want to stay here. The manager's mean, the rooms are hot, the water always cold.
This is living. This is what I call living. I've hungered for this day since heaven knows when. Year after year with a secret yen. All of my prayers, all my desires, every waking moment with my heart on fire.
Well, you're out of luck. There's only one room available and it's mine. So unless you want a roommate...
Now I'm living. Telling it all, I'm living.
Put a sock in it, sister. You need the room, I need the rent. I guess we could room together for a night or two, that is. It's a single bed, so you take the floor.
Perfect.
Beat the meat without the gravy. I'll take the oysters, sans the pearl. Pinching pennies, clipping coupons. See a brand new world unfurl. Let me brown bag all my lunches. Try my hand at canned cuisine. A Berlin's class I long to pass. How the other half lives. No 14-karat cronies, phonies, fair weather friends. I wanted on the domain, soulmate, stormy weather friends.
But if you could afford the Ritz.
Pour me the milk, behold the honey, bring on those funny money woes. Paying Paul by robbing Peter, lay away to buy my clothes. Summer on the island coney, winter in Hell's kitchenette. I'll turn my dial to Rankin Bath. How the other half
lives poor. Not me, honey, I don't want those money woes. I'll marry Paul or Dave or Rob or Peter, so I can buy my clothes at Saks Fifth Avenue, Bergdorf Goodman too, the privileged few, plus you know who. How the other half lives. We could be very good for each other. I'll teach you to eat on a nickel.
And I'll teach you which fork to use.
I'll teach you to stretch $1.
And I'll teach you how to invest one.
I'm on the way up.
And I'm on the way down.
It's a good thing we met in the middle. Pour me the milk, not me.
behold the honey, bring on those funny money woes.
I'll marry Paul
Hey,
or
Paul,
Dave or Rob or Peter, so I can buy my clothes at Saks
Summer on
Fifth
the island coney, winter in Hell's kitchenette. A wild sojourn.
so I can learn living like the other half.
My very first poor person.
Hey, I'm not poor, I'm broke.
There's a difference?
And how? Poor sounds so permanent. Broke can be fixed. I have an idea so far ahead of its time, it's almost too bold, too daring, too new, woman!
Stop! You're frightening me.
Oh yeah? Then this will straighten your curls. I'm going to marry my boss.
When?
I don't know, I haven't got one yet.
Well, surely you believe that love.
Has nothing to do with it. Don't you read Vogue? This month's issue clearly states that love is a business matter. Marriage comes later, occasionally to the man you're actually married to.
Well, don't you read the tabloids? I find they really capture the essence of the huddled masses.
Manhattan's most eligible bachelors.
The movers and shakers, all who need wives.
All of whom need a stenog.
Mary!
Mrs. Mears, before you bite my head off!
Sorry, Mary. Mercy doesn't bite, but who's your friend?
We haven't met. Millie Dillmount.
Miss Dorothy Brown from California.
An actress, are you?
How'd you guess?
I have a keen eye for talent. Now, what can I do for you, Dorothy?
Miss Dorothy.
She's gonna bunk with me and pay the rent until I find a suitable boss.
No need to double up. I've looked you another week.
But where does that leave me?
Well, as luck would have it, a nice sunny room just become available, right next to Millie.
Oh.
You mean 1208? But Ethel Pease.
Ethel Pease just checked out.
But she only just checked in.
Ethel joined an all-girl repertory company for their Mongolian tour.
Oh.
But she just chewed my ear off not 2 hours ago about her non-existent career.
That's showbiz. Now, if you'd like to register Dorothy, Miss Dorothy. Mail's in, Mary. Always some for you. Mary has such a big, warm family. Do you have such a big, warm family?
I'm an orphan.
So sad to be all alone in the world. 12th floor, dear.
Thank you.
This way, Miss Dorothy. And other half lesson number 1. Some of the girls practice their routines in here on account of the hardwood floor. I think it did something for the machinery. So now you have to tap dance to get this thing going.
Boys, here's one for the scrapbook. And look, there I am, front page. So it's an old picture with numbers across my chest. But those days are over, boys. All of New York may be looking for a daisy crumpler, but no one pays a whit of attention to Mrs. Mears. Of course, I can't take all the credit. After all, I studied acting with Stanislavski and elocution with Mrs. Fisk. And I still say, give me the right wig and I can play any role. Bunfu, take off Little Buddha. $400, COD ASAP. As for you, Ching-Ho, our new arrival's used to the finer things. So let's get her some room service. A snack with enough chloroform to knock her out all the way to Hong Kong. Bunfu. Sung Ethel. Ha Buddha? Ha Hui Buddha? Cyback? Cash! As for you, Ching-Ho, room service. Room service! 'Cause 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 Fung,
Me,
me,
you.
for me young Miss Dorothy. Dear Ethel, parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Nó lúc thư yên,但係好識諗，
傾黑心，同你感覺真係感覺。
先冇啲啦，寫拉了係啊嘛，
錢，成日多講錢，
梗係啦，梗係要冇錢，你快啊嘛，
但係啦，只感覺，no感覺。
你終於know，當佢當你放空空，你有錢，你有錢偷，
快笑到，
點啦的，
乖乖不愛你在老，這聲息我不要。
先懷疑必定已是成放肉，已經是要用紅。
想要比是定放任，你是乖乖都不在，摘啦，拍拍小鸡的毛，我的地方境外里看你一张马，这些是我不要，朋友的哟，这些是我。不要。 Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm looking for a Miss Flannery.
You're looking at a Miss Flannery. You are
Millie Dillmount to see Mr. Trevor Graydon.
senior, junior, or the third?
Whichever single.
Single?
Handed. In need of a typist, shorthand too.
The third.
Is he hiring?
Theoretically. Meanwhile, he's looked at every stenog in the tri-state area, not one of them fast enough.
I'm fast.
So, I gathered.
I meant on my machine.
I didn't. Is that rouge?
You don't like me.
I don't like moderns, Missy, and you're as up-to-date as they come.
Thank you.
It wasn't a compliment. You better be fast if you want the job. Mr. Graydon, Miss Dillmount here to see you, sir. Move it.
Congratulations, Miss Dillmount. It takes the average applicant 7 seconds to walk from Flannery's Perch to my way station. I clocked you at 6.4. That's swell. Just swell. The early bird and all that.
Beautiful.
How's that?
Your beautiful trophy. I love baseball.
Golf. I won it for golf. May I see your references?
I don't have any, but I'm a hard worker and a fast learner.
No references. How about previous employers?
I don't have any of those either.
You don't? I like that.
You do?
Why, certainly, Miss Dillmount. Isn't this the land of opportunity? A place where the right combination of aptitude and enthusiasm can take a girl from nowhere straight to the top. So let's do this the American way. Bolt the door, take off your things, and let's have a taste.
Excuse me?
Take a letter. To a Mr. John Hudson, Hudson's Floor Wax. You will find an invoice in the file for the address. Dear Mr. Hudson, colon, my eyes are fully open to my awful situation, so I'm writing you a letter to demand an explanation. When the floor wax that we bought from you arrived here Monday morning, we discovered upon usage that the fumes should have a warning. Since the only possibility is that your wax is rancid, I request a full refund of all the money we advanced. And unless you can convince me you've improved the floor wax batter, we will take our business elsewhere. So I hope you've solved this matter. How's my speed, Miss Dillmount?
A little slow, perhaps.
Enclosed, you'll find a small container of the stuff I talk about. Just carefully remove the lid and take a whiff. If you've a doubt, I'm sure you wouldn't want me to alert the daily papers with the news of how our office was affected by your favors. That is why I choose to write to you a confidential letter full of strong recommendation that you make your floor wax better. I just hope it won't require us to have our floor relayed, and if it does, you may expect to bill sincerely, Trevor Graydon. Now, read that back to me, please.
Certainly. Dear Mr. Hudson, colon, my eyes are fully open to my awful situation, so I'm writing you a letter to demand an explanation. When the floor wax that we bought from you arrived here Monday morning, we discovered upon usage that the fume should have a warning. So the only possibility is that your wax is rancid. I request a full refund of all the money we advanced.
Nice.
And unless you can convince me you've improved the floor wax batter, we will take our business elsewhere, so I hope you solve this matter.
Not half bad. Please continue.
Enclosed to find a small container of the stuff I talk about. Just carefully remove the lid and take a whiff. If you've a doubt, I'm sure you wouldn't want me to alert the daily papers with the news of how our office was affected by your vapors, which is why I choose to write to you a confidential letter full of strong recommendation that you make your floor wax better. I just hope it won't require us to have the floor relayed, and if it does, you may expect a bill. Sincerely, Trevor Graydon.
Miss Dillmount, may I speak frankly?
Yes.
If I could be so lucky as to have a good stenographer to keep this place as up-to-date as her short skirt and bobbed coiffure, I wouldn't have to worry about our soured office planking and could concentrate on generating profits ripe for banking. That is why I'm testing you with this outrageous correspondence, which I don't intend to actually mail to the respondents. So, if you can make sense of my unintelligible patter, then the job is yours and Hudson's Florax really doesn't matter.
Hudson's Florax doesn't matter, 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 matter. Hudson's Florax doesn't matter, 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 matter.
Now, I want that letter on my desk in 2 minutes flat. Man your machine. Go! Dear Mr. Hudson, my eyes are fully open to my awful situation, so I'm writing you a letter to demand an explanation. When the Florax that we bought from you arrived here Monday morning, we discovered up on your step that you should have warning. The only possibility is that your Rex runs. I request a full refund of all the money we advanced, unless you can convince me you've improved the Florax matter. We both took up business after, so I hope you solve this matter.
So I hope you solve this matter, 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 matter. So I hope you solve this matter, matter, matter. So I hope you solve this matter. So I hope you solve this matter. So I hope you solve this matter, 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 matter.
Going on! Close friends, full commander, after stuff in a carpet. Can't really move the way to take it, but I'm sure you wouldn't want me to alert the papers to use my office with spring library. So I just read you a couple of letters, organization, before I hope one prize unfolded in the papers, but also to be written. You have made the team still mounts.
You have made the team still mounts. Tell me where my desk is when we eat lunch, how much I'll be paid. And nice to meet you, I know we'll be friends. Just call me Millie Graydon.
Millie Graydon.
I mean Dillmount.
Millie Dillmount.
Someday Graydon.
Graydon, Dillmount, Dillmount, Graydon, Graydon, Dillmount.
Graydon.
Yes?
Phong Mo Yun.
I beg your pardon?
Phong Mo Yun.
Dear me, I didn't order anything. I said I didn't. refuse a rose.
Matle kam chino signam, CJ.
All right, if you insist. Heavens!
Miss Maisi.
Who?
Miss Maisi. So sad to be all alone in the world.
Mrs. Mears! What about Mrs. Mears?
Kay hu yuming ah.
Huh?
We shall the charity for ban.
Matle gamau ga.
You gentlemen clearly have pressing matters to discuss, so I'll leave you to it. And thank you for the rose. I so appreciate it.
Must I do everything myself? Bunfu, take care of your brother. I'll take care of Miss Dorothy.
Oh, Mrs. Mears!
Hello, Riddle Lady. I have something for you. My way of saying, welcome to Priscilla.
A California apple!
For a California orphan, so sad to be all alone in the world. But don't look back. Take a bite.
An apple a day.
Oh, hello. You're new. You're an actress. I'm an actress. But we could never be more different, so we'll never be up for the same part. But that's a good thing, don't you think? Ruth Devereaux, my stage name. My real name, Priya Supriya Kumari Krishnamurthy. But imagine that on a marquee. Anyway, nice chatting with you. Bye.
Bye.
Now where were we? Ah, yes.
It smells very ripe.
That's because it's juicy. Go on, have a taste.
Say, where'd you get that? I'm starved.
I'll share it with you if you'd like.
Gee, thanks.
Harris! You know that delivery boy you had your eye on? Yeah. Well, any minute now, that Iceman cometh!
Iceman?
Eat it.
Miss Dorothy!
What?
Girls! Ruth, Alice, Gloria!
What, Millie? What?
You're looking at the future Mrs. Trevor Graydon.
No!
And he advanced me my first paycheck. So we're painting the town red tonight, on me, to thank each and every one of you.
Thank us.
For what? The hat. And my dress. Well, in a minute.
Where my lent?
2 weeks worth.
I'll take that.
And I'll take that.
Kitchen closed. Beat it.
Hola, fola, darling.
What's he going on about?
I think he's dear.
Well, I think I'm thirsty, so let's go.
Bye.
They don't know my flair for the dramatics. Not a clue the talent I possess. Pretty girls, but not much in the attic. Face to face with genius, and they'll never guess. They don't know they're staring at an artist, highly trained to take on any role. Skillful mime and brilliant laundry cardist, seeking retribution for the life they stole. I almost acted Chekhov, Ibsen, Shaw, Moliere. I almost starred as Peter Pan, imagine-moi, midair. I almost tackled Shakespeare, a blushing Juliet. And if the house were big enough, I still could play her yet. They don't know I'm hotter news than Dusa, Helen Hayes, or all in one. They're on top, and I look like the loser. checking in to Hotel Hades. I won't stand by while critics praise ya. You're getting shipped to Southeast Asia. 'Cause they don't know. Sad to be all alone in the world, but they don't know.
My feet hurt so bad.
Millie.
Millie, we've chased up and down Broadway for
Almost 2 hours. And the strongest hooch we've sampled is root beer.
I don't get it. They say the city's teeming with juice joints.
All those in the favor of going back to
No!
Like Eve and the apple, I have my heart set on tasting the forbidden fruit.
Are you a first timer?
I enjoy a festive sip of champagne every now and then, but spirits, never.
Me neither. Saline is as dry as a bone. Ain't no booze in Amish country.
I've never even played a drum scene before. Find a drop in my house.
I had punch one! But I don't think there was any alcohol in it.
Oh.
My mother's part of a temperance group. My father's a preacher.
Gloria?
Well, my grandmother's fruitcake has a hell of a kick to it.
That settles it. I don't care if it's an undercover copper. We stop and ask the next person we see.
Kansas!
Make that the next person.
You know this man, Millie?
It's a short story.
With a surprise ending, you were about to make a U-turn.
Good idea. Come on, girls.
Wait a minute. He looks like he knows where he can get drinks around here for us.
Just so happens you're staring at the hottest speako in town. But unless your cream puffs hook up the right clothespin, that Judas hole of yours ain't never gonna open.
Excuse me, but I'm from California. I don't speak the New York yet.
He says we're inches away from quenching our thirst, but they won't let us in.
Well, look at you. You've come a long way.
A lot can happen in 7 days. Just read the Bible.
Well, the Bible won't help you here. You have to be escorted.
Well,
What are you nuts? I got a lady in there waiting for me.
I want to get drunk. Think of it as next decade's good deed.
Please do it for us.
All right, but the moment we're in there, you're on your own. Don't be scared.
Who says I'm scared?
Your fringe, it's shaking.
Well, can you blame it? Where I'm from, the only person you find behind bars is a town drunk.
It's no difference here. There's just more of us.
How long do you think they'll keep us?
Overnight, unless you got a hairpin, I got a knack for breaking and entering.
Misspent youth?
18 years on Long Island. If that ain't misspent, I don't know what is.
It's closer than Kansas.
Hey, when you're on the other side, the East River is as wide as the ocean.
You think the East River's wide? Kansas might as well be the moon. And I fell from it.
And you landed on your feet.
I landed in jail. I hope you're serious about that hairpin. I gotta be at work in a few hours.
What do?
A stenog for now. You?
It depends. When I want to see a show for the night, I'm an usher. When the Yankees are playing, it's popcorn, peanuts, Cracker Jacks. And when the open seas are calling, well, the Circle Line is always in need of a knowledgeable guide.
And you make a living?
I make a life. Sure beats fretting over the prices of steel 8 hours a day.
Steel?
Office equipment.
Oh, paperclips like.
Yeah, paperclips like.
You know, I'd have never pegged you for a paperclip man. Bootleg gin, maybe, or ladies' lingerie.
I thought you pegged me for a jerk.
I did, but I still think you deserve more than just paperclips.
So do you.
What do you think of that? We have something in common.
Can I ask you a personal question? 7395016.
What?
Your name.
Oh, Millie Dillmount.
Jimmy Smith.
Tell it to the judge.
Oh, the places I would like to show you, although I hardly know you, I've a funny feeling we'd make a perfect pair. Famous sights I want to see you seeing, the nights of you and me. Wait a minute, just a minute. No. I'm a Joe with just one name. Every night to date a different dame. Call each one of them the same pet name. Hey baby, in a row I had my ducks. Loads of gals, give me loads of yucks. Leave the cooing to the other clucks. I don't mean maybe, got it good. What do I need with love? Always practice what I preach. Keep temptation at easy reach. Stick to dolls who wash their hair in bleach. I'm happy. Come and go the way I choose. Never gonna sing the tie-down blues. Other guys will kill to fill my shoes. No wing, clip, sappy. Got it good. What do I need with love? That was a near miss. Talk about a close shave. What a disaster. There must be someone up there watching over me. Talk about a four-leaf clover me. Peter Rabbit's missing footsie means I roll without a tootsie. Got it good. What do I need with love? I got it good. What do I need with love? Skip the vows and all that rot. Tell the minister that I do not. Bright and breezy is the birds and breezy is the free and easy is the life I got. Without her. Although I hardly know you, what do I need with love? I got it good. Got it good. But now I got it bad.
Come on. All ears. Up and at 'em. Come on, time to wake up. Let's go. Let's go, come on. Keep it moving. Let's go, come on.
Say, Millie, how'd you like to get a cup of coffee?
I can't. I barely have time to run the Priscilla, change, then go to the office.
Just a quick cup of Joe.
I'm new on the job, so I doubt they'll overlook my being late.
They will if they know what's good for them. They're lucky to have you, Millie Delmount.
Thank you. And I must say, Jimmy Smith, the Circle Line's lucky to have you. You may not be so hot on new arrivals, but underneath it all, I've hunched you're a really great guy. Duh. Guide!
Say, you a Yankees fan?
Why? You need help with the Cracker Jack?
Actually, I have a spare ticket, and I wanted to know if you wanted to play hooky and make a day of it.
Oh, I can't. You don't know my fiancé.
Fiancé?
My boss and fiancé. I'm going to marry him.
Wow, love at first sight.
Not for the modern. She takes charge of her destiny. No more waiting at the port for my ship to come in. I went out and found him.
So I guess the ball game's out.
Why? Oh, you didn't think we'd go as a, you know.
You mean us? On a... No, I had a spare ticket, and I wanted to know if you wanted to bring your, California friend.
Miss Dorothy?
Yeah.
But why? I gotta go.
Till tonight, Kansas?
Till tonight, Long Island.
Oh, lack a day. Oh, lack a day. Oh, lack a day.
Oh, lack of talent. Catch her when she falls.
I know some taya.
What's that, Ching-ha? Lost your heart to Miss Dorothy? How sweet. Now forget about it. I'm the one who feeds you, I'm the one who clothes you, and I'm the one you better be nice to if you want to see your elderly, ailing mother anytime soon. No, Mama. One Mama in exchange. In exchange for services rendered. So places, please.
Girls, what do you think?
What, Millie? What? What is it? What is it?
Mrs. Mears, what are you doing?
I have to clean nasty spots off carpet. You girls always spearing.
But Muzzy, I don't see a thing.
Neither do I. Say, what kind of cleaner is that?
It's soy sauce.
Soy sauce?
Soy sauce? One of the mysteries of the Orient. Remove birthmark, polish doorknob, act as henna for otherwise mousy hair.
Soy sauce. And it leaves no stain?
Not if you really rub it in. Ching how bun fu!
So, Millie, why all dolled up?
First date with Mr. Graydon. Hey, I'm new on the job, and it's not so easy with watchdog Flannery sniffing around. But I'm making progress.
Well, where's he taking you?
He's not. Jimmy Smith.
Again? Where to this time? Coney Island?
One of the watering holes he frequents from here to New Jersey.
It's true, girls. Mr. Smith has friends in low places.
And high. What are you talking about?
Where are you going?
No place special. Just the elegant penthouse of Muzzy Van Hosmere. Back from a world tour. And somehow Jimmy wrangled an invite to a welcome home party.
Speaking of which, come along, Millie.
Don't wait up, girls. Showbiz parties go to all hours.
Showbiz parties.
But lest you worries, we'll have the finest of chaperones.
We know. We know.
To stop at 7, but truth to tell, my figures don't agree. I numbered them at 8, with one so close to heaven. The others pale, their magic stale. Just take a look and see. Step right up to treasure eye.
every inch of it a sky, my own fairy tale land, only in New York. Hey, castle builder, want the moon and nothing less. Work for years, then overnight success. I know firsthand, only in New York. Each day it's free admission to those who dream. You set your sights on the way upstream. Off you go, for you know that cream will rise. Make that wish, seek that thrill. Come and get it, 'cause you always will. Strike up the band, only in New York. Each day it's free admission to those who dream. You set your sights on the way upstream. Off you go, but you know that cream will rise. Rise now, improve and rearranged. It's ever changing, it is never changed. No life on command. Hear what I'm saying, and oh, but it's grand. That's why I'm staying right here as planned. Only in New York. Only in New York. Only Hello, darlings.
Hello, Muzzy.
How I missed my adorable friends. Why, hello, Georgia Gershwin. How's that symphony coming?
It isn't. I'm stuck. Frozen. Locked.
Don't worry, inspiration comes when least expected. Why, Dorothy Parker, what a divine dress. You're just a rhapsody in blue.
Muzzy Brady says you could box office records.
Mais oui, tout le monde. I came, I sang, I conquered. Buckingham. And the kidding, it's fabulous. Tough house. Jimmy! The roses need pruning.
Roses?
My father was the gardener for the Long Island mansion.
I still say Jimmy's the only one who could trim a hedge like his daddy used to.
Millie Dalmount, Miss Dorothy Brown, I present Muzzy Van Hosmeer.
Honor, Mrs. Van Halen.
Muzzy, Millie, Muzzy.
Muzzy.
Millie, I have an audition for David Velasco bright and
Rodney!
early, so I'm calling it a night.
Dorothy?
Rodney!
You two know each other?
From the orphanage!
Miss Dorothy, weren't you on your way out? Here, I'll show you.
Rodney, do come and tell me, were you ever adopted?
Millie, how about a spot of gin? More bubbly? Anything? Our home is your home.
Will Mr. Van Hosmer be joining us?
That depends. You planning a seance? He passed away years ago.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. You said our home.
That's what Mr. Van H called it, mind you. I came to all of this as the second Mrs. Van Hosmer, practically a child. And Millie, you could have knocked me over the first time I saw this place. I felt like a crow's feather in Queen Mary's bonnet. But that husband of mine, he just swapped me over the bottom and he said, Baby Von Hosmer, this is our home. Not your home, not my home, but our home. And don't you ever forget it. And I never have.
Unfortunately, I enjoyed his companionship for a brief but very, very ecstatic period.
Sad.
Yes, and Mr. Van H hated sad stories. He wanted our home to be filled with nothing but good fun and good friends. So heck, let's get kissy right off. Millie Dilmount, I want to know all about you. You were born and then what happened?
Well, I was born, then I moved here.
Oh, we have so much in common. Me, Baltimore's very own Mabel Ida Walker.
Baltimore?
Not even. Cockeysville, Maryland, and proud of it. Tweetums, anyone could be born here. But to travel here on nothing but nerve and imagination,
Like a Mabel Ida Walker?
like a Millie Dilmount. Let's dance.
You spilled your champagne all over my Paris gown! I'm so sorry! Would you look at that nasty spot? Spot? I know a cleaner so you won't see a thing! Muzzy, which way to the kitchen?
Snookums, I have no idea.
Don't worry, Miss Parker, I'll fix everything!
Okay, one-on-one with Miss Parker.
I'm not speaking to you.
What? What did I do?
Once a week you wrote to me dishing the shows, the parties, even the weather, but not a peep about the biggest news of all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Little Millie. Oh, Jimmy, you can't fool me. You're in love with her. What are you gonna do about it?
Soy sauce! Oh, you stupid girl! I'm so sorry!
Oh, come on, Millie. You can't go back to Kansas. You're an ex-con, remember?
I can't stay here. Not after pouring soy sauce all over Dorothy Parker's dress.
Explain to me why again?
I swear it would clean it. That Mrs. Mears swears by the stuff.
You'll be the talk of the town tomorrow.
Don't say that!
I mean it in a good way. Think of all the people who would kill to smother Miss Parker in soy sauce, but they can't for the fear of her poison pen.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Don't worry. She was so plastered she'll never remember your name.
Really? You think so? Oh, thank goodness. A scandal could cost me my job. Mr. Graydon, you see...
He's a stiff, isn't he?
Some would say so. But I see a side of him only a few people are lucky enough to see.
While you're sitting on his lap?
No.
Does he have a pet name for you yet?
Yes.
What?
John.
That's not very romantic.
But it's modern. He calls me John because I'm so efficient. Johnny on the spot. He almost popped the question this morning.
He did?
Yes. John, he said, never leave Sincere Insurance Company.
Sweet, maybe you could work that in on the vows.
Another crack! Every time I mention Mr. Graydon.
Millie, can you do me a big favor? Can you not talk about your plans for once?
Why not?
If you want a man who thinks of you as a typewriter on legs, be my guest.
Thank you, I will. A new woman chooses reason over romance any day of the week. And I'm a new woman, pal!
So why set your sights on the world's oldest profession?
Oh! If I were you, I'd keep my trap shut about other people's professions, Mr. I used to be in paper clips.
Well, you know what? Maybe our nightly excursions are taking too much time on my dance card.
What do I care? Any day now, my time will be consumed by my boss/fiancé, Mr. Trevor Graydon III.
I'm warning you, Millie, I've had it up to here.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Because I'm going to marry him. And what'll you be, butterfly boy? Flower to flower to flower.
You got a problem with that?
I'm just merely suggesting that you grow up, skirt chaser,
Gold digger?
womanizer,
Jezebel?
Casanova!
Oh. Oh.
Am I drunk? Or maybe I'm dreaming. I ought to be screaming. He suddenly everything today is thoroughly just like that, without any warning. At 2 in the morning, he suddenly everything today is thoroughly weather signs, and I didn't see them. The random remark, occasional sigh that day in the park, the gleam in his eye. Everything today is thoroughly. Everything today is thoroughly Jimmy, oh Jimmy, silly boy, gee, what a real swell guy. Jimmy, oh Jimmy, oh what joy, he makes my troubles fly. His glance had fireworks in it. We kissed. My heart did a whiz-bang flip-flop. Heaven for a minute. So Jimmy, oh Jimmy, don't you know what I can't quite confess? So coax me, implore me. I promise you won't bore me. Oh, Jimmy, I might say yes. He makes my troubles fly. His glance had fireworks in it. We kissed. My heart did a whiz-bang flip-flop. Heaven for a minute. So Jimmy, oh Jimmy, don't you know what I can't quite confess? So coax me, implore me. I promise you won't bore me. Oh, Jimmy, I might say.
Now remember, it's our little secret.
But she's my best friend.
No, Dorothy.
Miss Dorothy.
Not to me, you are.
Stillmount, I demand an explanation.
Excuse me?
Your prompt attention to this matter is insincerely appreciated. Please accept our insincerest apologies. Yours, insincerely.
I'm sorry, Miss Flannery.
Well, if you're not, you will be. I'm docking you $1.
$1? Insincere trust?
Make it 2.
Jimmy, leave me alone.
Personal matter? Not on company time.
Not another $1. Sincere trust. Jimmy, we have nothing more to talk about.
Stillmount.
I didn't ask him to call. I didn't want him to call. I never want to see Jimmy Smith again.
Good. Forget about the boys. Stillmount, get yourself a canary.
No canary in a cage for me. This canary's ready to fly free. Cut the cord. Is that the man I once adored? He's nothing but an albatross. No great loss, double cross. Sir, forget about the boy. Pull the plug. Ain't he the one who pulled the rug? He's lower than an alley cat, dirty rat, and I flatter. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. And in the moonlight, don't you think about him. Sister, you're much better off without him. You can blow the balloons and kiss goodbye and put the sun back in the sky. But when he comes crawling, I'm not falling. Shout hooray and hallelujah. Now me and Mr. Wrong are through. I'll find myself another beau who I know is no rover. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. Forget about Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy. Barney Schreiber, CPA. Cut the cord. Oh, Jimmy. Silly boy. He's nothing but an albatross. What a real swell guy. Forget about the boy. Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, what joy. He makes my troubles fly. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. Forget about the
Ladies, the phone rang 11 times before I finally answered it myself. Not pleased. Not pleased at all. Where's Flannery? Back to work. John, I'd like a word with you. Alone.
Another crisis, Mr. Graydon?
A big one. John, that last batch of carbon paper was not up to snuff. Write a memo to the head of supply. Read his beads.
Read beads.
Pin his ears back.
Pin ears.
Really go after.
Really go after him. Oh, Mr. G.
Who?
You. Do you have a mo?
A what?
A moment. I'd love to get a man's opinion on Rudolph Valentino.
Okay.
I mean, in the chic. He's He takes Agnes' heirs by brute force, and she likes it. She likes it a lot. So, Mr. Graydon, what's your opinion on brute force?
I'm not for it. Not for it at all. That's not what women really want these days. Give them a young man they can trust. Tom Sawyer, at 20.
I never read Tom Sawyer. Was he sexy?
He was 12.
Well, if you got it, you got it.
Oh, I got it.
Millie, we have to talk about last night.
In case you didn't get the message by my slamming the phone in ear, let's forget last night ever happened.
You can't be serious.
You leave her alone.
What lovely elbows you have, Miss Flannery.
From my mother's side of the family, the Boggs girls were always noted for their elbows.
I can see why.
My Barney was always partial to them, but then you and he are so much alike. Get out! She never wants to see you again.
What?
Thank you, Miss Flannery.
Peg.
Peg.
Millie, I hate to bother you at the office.
More research on how the other half lives? I got a taste of it myself last night.
At Muzzy's party mean, wasn't it heaven? Who knew how soon to be plunged into the depths of Hades?
Funny thing about remorse.
Millie, I feel so dirty. He had this peculiar grin on his face, and he went to shake my hand, only it wasn't my hand you wanted to shake.
He pounced.
I felt
in the pit of your stomach.
I couldn't breathe.
He takes your breath away.
My knees buckled.
No wonder you couldn't handle him. And as far as you knew, I was going to marry my boss.
You mean you're not?
I most certainly am. Oh, Miss Dorothy, promise me that no man will come between our friendship.
As if any man could take the place of my best friend. But what has this got to do with my audition for David Belasco?
Oh, that was this morning. How did it go?
Fine, until he pounced.
Him too? Boy, you've really been through it.
Millie, do I look like the type of woman who would let a man take such liberties?
You look helpless, which is even better as far as men are concerned. They think they can get away with it. Well, take a page from my book, Miss Dorothy. Cowls up. Higher heels, shorter skirts, and you're not gonna like this. Cut your hair.
Cut my hair?
No more little girl lost in the lion's den. What I'm offering you is fashion equivalent to a whip and a chair.
That's right. Tame the beast.
No time like the present, Miss Dorothy.
John, be a good old scout and ring up the old handball court.
Yes, sir.
Gotta get a workout. Edgy in the gut. Tighten the... Oh, sweet mystery of life, at last I found thee.
Handball court at 6:15.
Oh, I know at last the secret of it all.
Handball.
All the longing, seeking, striving, waiting, yearning, the burning hopes, the joy and idle tears that fall.
Is that the best you can do? Fine, I'll hold.
I've a very strange feeling I ne'er felt before. 'Tis a kind of a grind of depression.
My heart's acting strangely, it feels rather sore. At least it gives me that impression.
My pulses leap madly without any cause. Believe me, I'm telling you truly.
I'm gay without pause, then sad without cause.
My spirits are truly unruly. For I'm falling in love with someone, girl. Yes, I'm falling in love with someone and a world. Yes, I'm falling in love with someone plain to see. I'm sure I could love someone madly if someone would only love me. Sure I could love someone madly if someone would only love me.
Thank you. Oh, did you two meet?
No.
No. Mr. Graydon, Miss Dorothy Brown from the Priscilla Hotel. We're going to have her hair bobbed.
Bobbed with your beauty?
Oh, behave, Mr. Graydon.
I bet you could make the moon and the stars behave.
Miss Dorothy's an actress, you see, and with the way the theater is today, so rotten.
You wouldn't rob some lucky stiff of playing with those adorable curls, would you?
Well, I only thought that if she cut her hair that
Chuck
he
it, John. Just chuck it.
Mr. Graydon calls me John, you see, because...
Miss Dorothy, I'm going to take you to dine and try to convince you that I'm doing mankind such a disservice. May I take the liberty of asking you to dine?
You may.
And after that, a bit of vaudeville at the Hippodrome. That is, if the comics aren't playing. Their comedy can be all too ribble for a lady's ear.
Perfect. Millie, I think I'll keep my curls at least until tonight, and I'll find myself a suitable frock for this evening.
'Twill be gilding the lily.
Oh, hush, Mr. Graydon.
Trevor.
Trevor. Till tonight?
7:15.
Sharp.
Miss Dorothy. Great Scott, that Miss Dorothy. Pretty as a peach and skin to beat the band. Perfect little Pippin.
Perfect.
What a dandy little bundle for Othello to cuddle.
Dandy.
Say, imagine all that sweet softness in your arms. Yes, well, make reservations at the plaza. The Candlenook Room. A quiet corner table for two. I think Miss Dorothy's for the plaza, don't you? And John? Flowers.
There's a florist on the corner of the hotel. I'll order from them.
That's using the old bean. Roses. Pink. 2 dozen.
2 dozen.
Long stemmed.
Long stemmed.
Plump.
On the fat side.
Millie! Out here!
For God's sakes, Jimmy, what are you doing?
Old Elbows in there says has every door barricaded. She says you never want to see me again.
That's what I told her.
Take it back, or I'll
Jimmy,
jump.
no! It's been a rough day.
Can I help?
I don't know. You hiring? Mr. Grain is no longer available. He's lost his heart to... Talk about a tangled web. He's fallen for a friend of ours.
Miss Dorothy? Well, I'll be...
Bitter? No, Jimmy. Don't blame her. I don't. I really don't. Mr. Graydon either. Love swapped them. And we're too young to live lives full of hate.
I agree. So let's kiss and make up. Or maybe just make up. Maybe our kissing wasn't such a good idea.
Or maybe you prefer kissing Miss Dorothy.
What are you talking about?
Don't deny it, Jimmy. I was a little giddy from the champagne, but I saw you leave her room.
Well, you've got your wires crossed. Yes, I was with her, but I had to talk to somebody.
An intimate conversation from the looks of it.
As a matter of fact, it was. Millie Dillmount, ever since I met you, life's been topsy-turvy. Like now, for instance. What am I doing hundreds of feet in the air on a window ledge?
I don't know, but can you answer it inside? You're making me nervous.
No, thanks. I like the view from up here. The world, it looks so different.
Better or worse?
You tell me.
Just the same skyline I see every day.
I'm talking 20 stories beneath us. Dozens of buses, hundreds of cabs, thousands of people way down below, wandering to and fro. Tireless people, no time to lose, crowding the avenues and parks, on their marks, racing fast. Quite a cast, millions of people, pick any two. They could be just like you and me used to be, way back when, strangers then. I turned the corner, and there you stood. Your smile like home to me, your heart familiar. No use pretending, not that I could. I turned the corner when I met you. I turned the corner, stopped on a dime, like I remembered someone long forgotten. No mere flirtation, no marking time. I turned the corner when I met you, when I met you. Was our encounter planned, destiny's guiding hand, fortune or fate, it's grand, the way you make me feel.
Whoa.
Let's have a celebration.
All right.
We'll have champagne,
Caviar.
lobster.
A 4-star joint so swank, they don't put the prices on the menu.
I've got it. Muzzy's playing at the Cafe Society. We'll go there.
Deal. And Dutch treat.
Oh no.
Oh yes. We'll spend what little money we have on one memorable meal. And if we don't eat again for another month, I don't care.
All of our past
All of
erased,
the past erased,
glorious future
glorious
face.
future face. Now my life will never be the same. I turn the corner, feet on the ground. My spirit soared as you appeared before me.
I looking.
I didn't look.
Look what I found. I turned the corner when I met you.
John!
You better get back to work before your ex-lover misses you.
Pick me up at 7.
I'll pick you up at 7. I turned the corner when I met.
I'm falling in love with
I'm falling in love with someone. Girl,
I'm falling in love with someone. Hello world. Yes, I'm falling in love with someone. Plain to see.
I'm sure I could love someone.
I love you, Miss Dorothy.
If someone would only love me.
Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. Oh, give it up. Oh, give it up. Oh, give it up.
He loves me. Loves me not.
Doc, Miss Maisi.
What now, Ching Ho?
唔制墮落大使者，你用講句先好咪好？我正把交通海嘛，要先交先高，點解演家是解一聲來演人啊？
And curtain! Spare me the family feud! Boils down to this, boys. Who's it gonna be? Miss Dorothy? Or Mama? Everything seems lovely when you start to roam. The birds are singing the day that you stray. But wait until you are farther away. Things won't be so lovely when you're all alone. Here's what you'll keep saying when you're far from home.
Moochie.
That's right. Now you're talking.
Tires on fire.
太陽燒絲粉，
But you know where. Taiyang Tao best.
樹木之心沙，
讓我抓住每天的星星，
我的意永遠
一眨眼，我來了，不能鳥的落定來，
我來了，我的心比馬屠宰。
Mammy，我遠走百萬里山，你在秘密，My Mammy。我遠走百萬里看我
one kai one is I pa.
The work for Mrs. Mears for the rest of their years.
My mammy.
Life is a holiday. I'm talking June through May. A nightly sellout show. And baby, I'm for run. Bye-bye to lonely nights where the two of us can coo. Skies are sunny and clear, long as I'm here with you. Summons every room. Sneak peek at paradise. The view is mighty nice. I got no blues to sing, choose to sing a melody for two. Happy ending is near, long as I'm here with you.
You said we'd hear Muzzy sing, but not from the kitchen.
Hey, we both came up short.
True. Now we know why they don't put the prices on the menu. They're ashamed.
I said I'd ask Muzzy to front us the dough.
No, she's busy, and it's not like we can pay her back. There'll be macaroni in my room until my next paycheck. And you, never mind.
What? Go on.
Missed a spot.
Where's the soy sauce?
I'll stick with vinegar. My grandmother swears it'll clean anything. Granny dear, mother mine, not for the life of...
Life is a holiday.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. This is a mistake. We're not right for each other.
A nightly sell-off show, and baby, I'm front row.
I got no blues to sing, choose to sing a melody for two. Happy ending is near, long as I'm here with you. Who cares if there's no blues? All that the Yankees lose. Can't pay my income tax, but in spite of the facts, no one could ask for more. Kid in a candy store, the jackpot has been hit. I'm living proof of it. And as for all that past, call that past, I found a heart that's true. What a red letter here, long as I'm here with you. Thanks, Mathilde.
And Mrs. Van H, you got yourself a visitor.
Between sets?
Trust me, this one you'll want to see.
All right. Millie, what are you doing here?
Well, it was supposed to be a dinner for 2. Now, dishes for 200.
Let me guess. Jimmy?
And I'm so crazy about him that it almost seemed fun. But not a lifetime of it. Not for me. I may be a working girl, but I'm no boob.
Who said there's anything wrong about being a working girl? I was a working girl myself in the chorus. And, by the by, I was no boob either.
You married well, and that's my plan. And I've got to stick to it.
Jimmy told me your plan. To marry your boss?
Yes.
Love has nothing to do with it?
No, ma'am, I'm a modern.
You're a boob.
But Muzzy...
Sit down, Millie, sit down. Now, I know you're not going to believe me, but when I first met Mr. Van H, I had no idea he was a real multimillionaire. I really hadn't. He was just another one of those darling daddies hanging around the stage door. True, cross my heart. And he drank beer. Facts be known, I do truly prefer beer. Oh, he was a great and wonderful man. Affection, that's what he had, affection. Well, we became engaged, and Mr. Van H gave me this big old green glass brooch. And one night I lent it to a girlfriend of mine so she can impress her new beau. Well, as fate would have it, her new beau turned out to be a jeweler, and the green glass brooch turned out to be emeralds. But I've got to admit, in this case, I do truly prefer emeralds, but I was heartsick. I thought Mr. Van H had stolen it. So I begged him to take it back and go straight. Well, he just laughed and laughed and laughed and told me he really was a real multimillionaire, even if he didn't look like one to a girl. And we became married right away. But Tweetums, like I say, even though I do truly prefer emeralds, we could have made it on green glass. We could have made it on green glass.
Oh, Muzzy, you're so worthwhile.
Little Millie, if it's marriage you've got in mind, love has everything to do with it. Follow your heart.
A simple choice, nothing more. This or that, either or. Marry well, social world, businessman, clever girl. Or pin my future on a green glass love. What kind of life am I dreaming of? I say, gimme, 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 that thing called love. I want it. Gimme, gimme, that thing called love. I need it. Highs and lows, tears and laughter. Give me happy ever after. Gimme that thing called love. that thing called love. I'm free now. Give me that thing called love. I see now fly dove, sing sparrow. Give me Cupid's famous arrow. Give me that thing called love. I don't care if he's a nobody, 'cause in my heart he'll be a somebody to love me. I need it. Give me that thing called love. I want it. Here I am, Saint Valentine. My bags are packed. I'm first line. Aphrodite, don't forget me. Romeo and Juliet, be blind dove, sing sparrow. Give me Fat Boy's famous arrow. Give me that thing called
Sweet mystery of life at last I found thee.
Pardon me, sir, but my husband and I are trying to have a romantic dinner. It's our anniversary.
18 years.
It's beautiful. Excuse me. I know at last the secret of it all.
Sir, I really must insist that you...
Chuck it, ma'am. Just chuck it.
Well, I never... Dexter, come!
Set me up, Tapster.
Mr. Graydon?
Oh, hello, John. More coffee.
Strong spirits!
Not strong enough. Could not, never be strong enough.
Could not never? Double negative! Oh, Mr. Graydon, what's happened to you?
She stood me up.
Miss Dorothy stood you up? How very strange.
Millie, you didn't leave.
Well, I was about to, and then I saw Mr. Graydon. I'll explain later. Go on, Mr. Graydon.
I went to the hotel Priscilla to pick her up, and the lady at the front desk
Mrs. Mears.
said she checked out. No note, no forwarding address. John, where is she?
I don't know.
Something's wrong.
You suspect foul play, son?
She wouldn't check out without telling any one of us.
Ethel Pease did, and so did that one girl when I first checked in. Both here one day and gone the next, without a word to anybody. Except Mrs. Mears.
What do these ladies have in common? Worldly possessions?
Gosh, no. Ethel Pease didn't have a dime, and neither did What's-Her-Face. She was flat broke and an orphan, poor thing. So sad to be all alone in the world.
How's that?
Mrs. Mears is always saying that.
Mrs. Mears again.
You don't think.
I do.
You don't mean...
White slavery. If a girl's all alone in the world and she goes missing, who's to question her fate?
But Miss Dorothy isn't all alone in the world.
Certainly not.
She's got us.
When did you last see her at the Priscilla?
Well, I knocked on her door when I first got home from work. No answer. I figured she was napping.
Kidnapping, more like it.
Not if I can help it. I'm calling the cops.
Steady, boy. Anything that might arouse Miss Smear's suspicion could be the end to Miss Dorothy.
He's right. What we need is someone to be a temporary orphan. Someone who's willing to put herself into harm's way.
I got it. Take the bait, do a Sleeping Beauty, and lead us right to Miss Dorothy.
Bingo. I do it myself, but she already knows me.
And after the cane I raised, I doubt she'll forget me either.
Mr. Graydon, I don't think either one of us could pass as the new girl in town. No.
But I know someone who would.
Coming! I'm coming! Do you have any idea what time it is?
I hope I didn't wake you.
At 3 a.m.? Why would I be sleeping? Now what can I do for you, Miss? Madam.
The sign says vacancy,
So?
so I like to fill it.
Are you sure you're in the right place?
This is a hotel, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Hotel Priscilla for young ladies.
Precisely. I need a room.
Suit yourself. A nice sunny room just become available.
I can't wait to settle in and start making friends. I don't know a soul in New York. I don't know a soul anywhere, except at the orphanage.
So sad to be all alone in the world. But surely, that was years ago for you.
Not at all. I came straight away from St. Bonaventure's Home for Orphan Children.
Did you walk? Now, if you'd like to register. Zazu, Rosie, Schmevman.
It's Swedish.
Oh, I think you finished. Now, before I show you to your room, step into my office for a freshly brewed cup of green tea.
Oh, I'm just mad for green tea.
Hello, Buddha. It's Butterfly here. Got one for you. Price around $270. Make it $250. She's a little long in the tooth, but on a dark corner on the late night shift at Big Mary's tart shop in Hong Kong.
You coming?
Make it $150.
dirty laundry, most irregular. I don't care how middle class a place is. This is no time for the newspaper. I demand an explanation. The police are on the lookout for Daisy Crumpler.
Miss Maisi.
Mrs. Mears? But why are the police after her? White slavery!
I protect you, Miss Dorothy.
May I see that, please? Daoje, Mr. Ho.
Ching Ho.
Ching Ho.
Ching Ho Bun Fu! Where's your brother? Where's your brother? Skip it. You've been in this country over a month and you still don't speak a word of English. You're going nowhere just like that mama of yours. She'll rot in Hong Kong before I import her, and you're too big a fool to know it. Go find Ching Ho. Hold tight, Zazu. Boat won't sail without you. Zazu Rosie Schmefman. You couldn't make that up. Or could you? Zazu Rosie Schmefman. Move the Z's. Susan Rory Mesmeth move. Separate the V's. Mossy H. Muzzerman? No. Carry the H. Muzzy Van Hosmeer? Muzzy Van Hosmeer? Or can I still call you Mabel?
How do you know my... Daisy Crumpler! I haven't seen you since they kicked you out of the chorus.
I was too good for the chorus.
Well, you're slipping. I'm onto your little operation.
You can't prove anything.
Come on, you dope me and stash me in a cart.
So it's a low-budget hotel. What are you gonna do about it? You won't say a word where you're going, unless it's in Chinese.
The disappearance of Muzzy von Hosmeer will cause quite a stir.
I'm so sorry. What's that name again? Avana Hosmeer? No, I don't know Avana Hosmeer. Azazu Schmevman, check in and out of my hotel today. A countless girl, like lessless others. Orphans, every one of them. No one ever notices when they disappear. Completely. But of course, I don't have to tell you that. You'll have lots of time to hear their stories and get to know them on those summer nights in Hong Kong.
Read that back to me, please.
No, I don't know about Van Hosmer, but I do recall that Zazu checked in, then checked out of my hotel today. A restless girl like countless others, orphans, every one of them. No one ever misses when they disappear completely. But then I don't have to tell you, you have lots of time to hear their stories as you get to know them on those summer nights in Hong Kong.
Every word of your summation.
Fasted Senate on the nation.
So you eavesdropped on me, eh? Hearsay! Inadmissible! Where's the proof? Where's the proof?
Hong Kong!
One foot!
Buddha get girl, Mia's get cash, $500, $600, $1,000 from Miss Dorothy.
If you ever want to see your mama anytime soon,
You liar! You know bring mama home. My English is better than your Chinese.
It's over, Mrs. It's over, Mrs. Crumpler, or Mrs. Mears, whatever your alias du jour is.
Not alias, Jimmy. Stage name. But Daisy, is this what you've been reduced to? A character part in a sordid tale of villainy and terror?
character part? Character part? TriStar.
Well, your show's about to close.
Unless you give us Miss Dorothy.
Where is she?
Oh, sweet mystery of life, at last I found thee.
Miss Dorothy!
我明白竟是是你啊你好。
But what about me?
Puppy love, Trevor. It was all puppy love until Ching Ho rescued me from an unspeakable fate.
I would die for you, Miss Dorothy.
I love that.
Miss
What's
Dorothy,
your
thank
big
you for
girl?
this.
I am Miss Mears!
Where is she? She won't get far, right, girls?
That's right. You got it. You know, we'd love to talk, but Muzzy's Kira got an audition at the police headquarters.
The one gig, I'm sure she'll fuck.
Oh, and there's the reward. All of us surrounded by a precinct of men. The quality of mercy is not yet strained. It droppeth as gentle as. Shigai Sinyon Dum Dum Cham.
Let's go.
I'm a star! I'm a star! I'm a star!
So where were we? Oh yeah. Will you marry me?
Jimmy,
Will you marry me?
yes, I will marry you,
As poor as I am?
as poor as you are. Because if it's marriage that I have in mind, love has everything to do with it. Right, Muzzy?
Hallelujah! Now, Jimmy, off with the mask.
Mask?
I'm Herbert J. Van Hosmeer III, first vice president of Van Hosmeer's Worldwide Enterprises.
Van Hosmeer? As in Muzzy?
My mother.
Stepmother, I'm not old enough to be your mother.
So it was all a lie. The paper clips, the circle line.
It wasn't far from the truth, Millie. The fortune was found in steel.
Miss Dorothy, you're in on this too?
I'm his sister, Dorothy Carnegie Mellon Vanderbilt Van Hosmeer.
You see, every fortune hunter in the hemisphere was after Dorothy. And Jimmy was squandering his time and money on the wrong kind of women. So, I sent them out into the real world for $25 each, in the high hopes that they come back with truly, truly sweet partners. And they have. Oh, children, your father would be so proud of you.
I'm guessing you already have a stenog.
Several hundred, actually.
Including you, John. Van Hosmeer World Enterprises owns Sincere Trust Company. I thought I recognized you last night, sir, but old John Barleycorn had the better of me. Won't happen again. Congratulations, John. Yeah.
So you see, Snookums, you can marry your boss after all.
I don't care. I found myself a green glass love.
Funny, I found myself an emerald. Have you seen the way they kiss in the movies?
Isn't it delectable?
without John. She's the best darn stenog I ever had.
Stenog? I type 50 words a minute.
So beat the drums, 'cause here comes Dorothy. Beat the drums, 'cause here comes Dorothy. Hot off the press, what's at the head, Jazzy? Hot off the press, what's at the head, Jazzy? Lumpy baby, rest with Dorothy.
Hey, Mama!